Judy, this race could come down to whether voters in the 4th District want to see a new face representing them in Congress or if they want to stand with a very familiar one. Crime and immigration, big concerns for both candidates, but they do have their differences. With just over 3 weeks until the primary, incumbent Congressman Jesus Chuy Garcia hoping his work in the district convinces voters to give him a 4th term. Ray Lopez, with 10 years as an alderman, hoping to pull off the upset and head from City Hall to Washington, D.C. Both believe the top concerns in the district are public safety along with jobs and economic development. Voters with a choice between the progressive Garcia and more centrist Lopez.
He's one of the 5 most left-leaning politicians there, which makes it hard not to just find consensus in your own party, but to also to be able to work across the aisle.
I think the deciding issue is going to be who is going to be a steady leader, who will be a coalition builder, who has a history of working with the diverse communities of the 4th District.
Lopez, who jumped into this race in October, dismissing questions about his challenges raising money with only $46,000 on hand.
I think what we're seeing is just general exhaustion from the donors, period. To be fair, Chuy Garcia doesn't have that much more money than I do, and he's been in this race for a full year before I entered into this race.
Garcia with just over $200,000 in the bank for his first primary challenge. Do you feel at all vulnerable in this primary?
I feel great about the prospects for re-election because I've delivered for my district.
But as the migrant crisis continues, Garcia may have to contend with voter frustration with incumbents. He blames congressional gridlock.
I understand immigration. I know there's got to be compromise. I think once we get beyond this electoral cycle, new conditions will exist that will enable bipartisan immigration reform to occur.
Lopez wants voters to believe Garcia is part of the problem.
We have someone who's in federal office right now who should be pushing the federal government, should be pushing President Joe Biden to take action now.
No Republican filed to run in the primary, although the GOP could still field a candidate for the general election. But with this district solidly Democrat, the primary will likely determine who wins the seat in November.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.